Thanks for joining us for the Bay Area Today at 10. I'm Diane Dwyer, in for Laura Garcia-Cannon.
And I'm Brent Cannon. The search is on for the man who gunned down a driver at 5th and Harrison in San Francisco. That's an off-ramp from Interstate 80. Witnesses say a blue car and a minivan were stopped at a light yesterday afternoon when a man with a gun got out of the van and fired bullets into the car. Police say the victim was hit several times, but he is expected to survive.
The Warriors are hoping for a change of fortune now that they have the home court advantage. They take on the Utah Jazz tonight at 6 o'clock in Oakland. In the third game of the series, Golden State trails 2-0. Both were heartbreaking losses.
Allstate Insurance says it's going to stop writing new homeowners policies in California beginning in July. An Allstate spokesman says the move is to help control its catastrophic exposure in the state, which is, of course, prone to wildfires and earthquakes. The move will not affect current customers.
Speaking of wildfires, from coast to coast, extreme weather is causing all kinds of problems, from drought and wildfires on both sides of the country to flooding right in the middle. NBC 11's Kristen Dahlgren details the damage. Got it.
Across the country, hundreds have had to grab what they can and flee their homes, but for very different reasons. In Missouri, dozens of levees have now been topped or breached by floodwaters.
You can keep building levees bigger and bigger, and eventually they'll hold for a while, but they may not always hold.
Houses sit under 8 feet of water, and some rivers still may not crest until later this weekend. But in Florida and California, there is not a drop of moisture.
We're in dire straits of rain. We need some rain terrible.
Wildfires fueled by tinder dry conditions are literally consuming hundreds of thousands of acres. Off the coast of Southern California, flames race toward homes on tiny Catalina Island, forcing residents to line up, waiting for safe passage away from the danger.
We have to leave because there's no place to sleep.
Firefighters had to be flown in on National Guard helicopters and engines shipped in on giant military hovercraft. Thousands of miles away in Florida and Georgia, a subtropical storm has now fizzled, leaving no rain, just gusty winds that help spread more than 230 wildfires.
Some of the shifting winds where we are starting to get some flare-ups.
So from coast to coast, it is another day of battling Mother Nature's most extreme. And for many, another day of hoping that doesn't mean losing everything they have. Kristen Dahlgren, NBC News.
There's concern for a nesting pair of bald eagles on Catalina Island. This website shows video of the eagle's nest where the chicks hatched earlier this year. They're the first eagles to hatch on the island in 50 years, and this nest is in the Santa Catalina Mountains near 2 harbors on the north end of the island, and we're told right now that the eagles are not in danger from that fire that is burning on the island.
The House has passed another version of the Iraq War funding bill. This one contains incentives and benchmarks for the Iraqi government, and it funds the war, but only through July. It now heads to the Senate, where it is unlikely to pass, but it does underscore that lawmakers are frustrated with the lack of progress in Iraq. The man hoping to be the next Prime Minister of Britain says mistakes have been made, but he also says pulling out is not the answer. Speaking at a political rally in London today, Gordon Brown said more diplomatic efforts are needed to be made in order to curb the violence in Iraq. Tony Blair announced his resignation yesterday. He's going to step down as Prime Minister on June 27th.
Security will be tight tonight at what is expected to be an emotional and bittersweet graduation ceremony at Virginia Tech. Preparations are underway on campus where about 5,000 students will earn bachelor's and advanced degrees. 30,000 people are expected to attend, but the killings of 32 students and teachers last month will likely weigh heavily on everyone's minds. The pictures of the victims will be displayed on a huge video screen, and families will be honored with class rings and degrees for their loved ones. Graduation ceremonies are also underway at UC Berkeley. At least 10,000 students are expected to receive diplomas there. A convocation ceremony on Wednesday honored all graduating seniors and their families, but diplomas, they will be awarded at ceremonies today through May 21st by individual schools and departments.
New claim by Tour de France champion Floyd Landis. He says that the U.S. anti-doping agency offered him a reduced sentence in his drug case if he provided incriminating evidence against Lance Armstrong. Landis tested positive for artificial testosterone last summer. He's a former teammate of Armstrong and a 7-time Tour winner. Armstrong is the 7-time winner. Landis is preparing for a 10-day hearing which begins on Monday, and he faces a 2-year suspension and loss of his Tour title. Barry Bonds fans fans and bashers both getting louder as the San Francisco Slugger closes in on Hank Aaron's home run record. Bonds is just 10 home runs from breaking that record. The Giants are gearing up for the big day and how to deal with the crowds, the media, and of course maybe even a little backlash. Baseball fans are also getting ready with praise and trash talk.
Who doesn't like Barry Bonds?
A lot of people don't.
It's just them being jealous that he's so successful and not on steroids.
I think he's a prickly character, but, you know, everybody has their good sides and their bad sides.
You know, I'm torn on Barry Bonds. I think if the Giants were doing better, there'd probably be a little more hoopla about him.
The Giants say they are not using the record as a marketing campaign because they don't want to jinx Bonds and his chances of making history. We are watching every crack in the bat online. You can go to NBC11.com/Barry Bonds and check out our special page for all things Barry. You'll find dozens of stories and photos as well as a timeline of his career. And we update it every time he hits a home run. You can find it all at NBC11.com.
All Barry, all the time. The right to choose your last name. Coming up, a new bill in Sacramento could change the way couples pick their names when they get married. We'll talk with the Bay Area Assemblywoman leading the charge.
And you can stay in the Bay Area today and choose the weather you like as well. We'll have a little bit of everything. We'll take a look at the Mother's Day weekend forecast after this.
We have witnessed this morning the attack of Pearl Harbor.
Those of Japanese ancestry round up, evacuate, and intern for the duration of World War II.
This is our family, this is our history, this is American history. We must make sure that this never happens to anyone.
The hottest young star in Hollywood.
I'm hungry. Got anything with sugar?
Is coming to the hottest place in daytime.
My kitchen.
Next all-new Martha, Lindsay Lohan is here, and she is baking.
What?
Next Martha.
Wake up, it's Mother's Day. So get to the event your mom won't want you to miss. The Marshall's Luxury Gift Event. Find the same high-end gifts you'll see in fine department stores for up to half off their prices. Everything from fine-cut crystal to prestige fragrances to posh handbags. So get to the Luxury Gift Event and never forget law number 264. The clothes make the mom, especially when it's top designer fashion. Those who know Marshall's Law.
Looking for the fastest auto insurance quote? Just call 1-800-GENERAL or log on to thegeneral.com and purchase your auto insurance online and get an instant ID card. No waiting around, no hassles, and the down payment is as low as $59. So get on the ball. Call the General right now at 1-800-GENERAL or log on to thegeneral.com to see how low your down payment can be.
For the best car insurance rates in town, call 1-800-GENERAL now!
Time is running out. During our 14-day sale, get digital cable with On Demand and HBO for just $29.95 a month until 2008. You'll get up to 7 channels of HBO. Just call 1-800-COMCAST today. Comcast digital cable with On Demand. It's Comcastic.
What's in a name? Well, for many California couples, a lot. Traditionally, when couples marry, they take the groom's last name. But times are changing, and a new bill supports the need for a new way of doing things. Assemblywoman Fiona Ma in San Francisco helped write that new legislation, and she joins me today. Talk a little bit about how it works. Good morning, and thanks for coming.
Good morning, Brent. How are you?
All right, I guess I'm pretty good, thank you. Explain how the Name Equality Act works.
Thank you. It will allow couples in a marriage or domestic partners to choose a surname of their choice. Currently, marriage license forms allows a woman to choose a spouse's name easily, but it doesn't allow for a man to change his name to even a hyphenated name, or sometimes couples now are combining names like Los Angeles Mayor Antonio Villaraigosa. Also, domestic couples also cannot officially change their name easily. They have to go to court, pay expensive fees, advertise in the local newspapers, and this will also allow domestic couples to choose a surname of their choice.
Is that kind of the main need for this bill? I mean, there are ways that people can change their names, that currently they can do that, but the way you have to do it, the hoops you have to jump through, and the expense is probably one of the driving factors in your bill.
Exactly. A Southern California man, Michael Boudet, is actually in a lawsuit right now due to the difficulty of changing his name. He had to pay a lot of fees. He had to go through the courts. He had to advertise, and it came out to over $500 just for the process and the time it took. And so this is really inequality in a relationship. It's allowing couples to the flexibility to choose a last name of their choosing, and it's really just getting with the times. Many couples are hyphenating their name. They're combining names. They're choosing, one spouse or the other, and so it really just is trying to get with the times.
And we're not the first state. This isn't something that California is pioneering. There are other states that already do this.
Well, there are 7 other states that allow a man to change his name in a marriage. However, there are very few states that allow domestic couples to change their names easily.
All right, so you mentioned domestic partners. What do you say to people who say that this is really just kind of a thinly veiled step in legalizing gay marriage?
Well, it doesn't extend any of the domestic partner benefits. It's just providing equality. Those that want to be in a domestic partnership should have the right to change their name. Many couples are now either having kids or adopting kids, and they have relayed to me the difficulty in trying to change their names for, ease and the kids' sake, for, pickups, drop off at school, health issues, and so a lot of the domestic couples who are already registered also are looking forward to this law.
So now where are we next? As I understand it, it goes to the governor's desk?
No, it passed the Assembly floor this past Monday, and it's going to go through the Policy Committee, the Senate floor, and then it'll go to the governor's desk.
Have you got any feedback, what you expect him to do?
We don't know, this bill is sponsored by the ACLU and Equality California, which are 2 very strong organizations here in California, and we are getting a lot of positive feedback. And so I think when it gets to the governor's desk, hopefully he sees fit to just provide equality in a relationship for couples.
All right, a couple more steps to go. We'll follow it and keep on top. Thanks a lot, Fiona Ma, for joining us this morning.
Thank you,
we appreciate it.
All right, a whole lot of people are going to be showing off their sneakers this weekend in San Francisco, and Bob Riddell is already wearing his. Hello, Bob.
Hello, Diane. But how many people have these kind of shoes? Coming up, we're going to explore the heart and soul of the sneakerhead culture. We'll have that coming up in a live report.
If you've been injured in a car accident, pick up the phone and call us right now. We're Berg Injury Lawyers. 1-800-400-BERG.
At Ritz Camera and Wolf Camera, it's all about extra value.
David Ritz for Ritz, Kits, and Wolf Camera.
And it's about service and selection.
Check out the 10-megapixel Canon Rebel XTI Digital SLR, just $899. Or the 6-megapixel Samsung S630 digital camera with 3x zoom, only $99. And with any digital camera purchase, you can get this Polaroid 4x6 photo printer free after mail-in rebates.
You will not pay more for a camera at Ritz Camera and Wolf Camera. I promise.
Diamonds. Half-carat fancies are $3.99. 1-carat solitaires are $5.99, $9.90, and $15.90. 2-carat solitaires are $19.90. Plus thousands of GIA diamonds guaranteed the lowest price. Buy direct and save. The Jewelry Exchange in Redwood City.
In a dog-eat-dog corporate world, she left it all to work with the real big dogs.
I just thought, why can't I do what I want to do? It makes me happy.
Snapshots of a dream unleashed.
It's constant, all-day entertainment. I love it. I love my job. And I know most people can't say that.
Moving Pictures. Your pictures inspire our stories. Tuesday, after a new SVU.
In 1942, the lives of Japanese Americans changed forever. Ordered by President Franklin Roosevelt, armored guards took away more than 100,000 citizens and forced them to live in internment camps. This weekend, NBC 11 shows how families were torn apart in a special called Dreams to Dust, Americans Interned. It's Saturday night at 7 o'clock. NBC 11's own Mike Inoue, Rob Maeda, and George Kitayama will share their families' internment stories as well.
Be interesting to see. If I haven't seen anything. I don't even know your story.
It's,
So I have
it's
to
kind
check it
of
out.
cool because everybody's story is different, even though there are similar circumstances. So we hope to share some of the experiences with people. A lot of people know the facts, but there's, personal
Make it
experiences.
personal.
Exactly.
You're hearing everybody's story. Yeah.
Very honored to be a part of that. So please check it out 7 o'clock tomorrow. Right now, we'll check out the roadways. Yeah, let's see how things are going out there. Peninsula, a little slowdown right now. 101 southbound coming into San Mateo, heading towards Highway 92. No accidents. That's just the congested portion. Very popular, I guess, to be in San Mateo. Everybody's heading there right now. No problems other than that down the peninsula. Over on the other side, we still have your slowdown. Northbound Tier 38. I guess that's the mirror image of San Mateo. Well, San Leandro, San Mateo. I don't know if they're mirror images, but in any case, that's traffic there as well. Still slow out of Castro Valley. And that event marking there, I actually was just checking traffic because I have to be there tomorrow. There's a Castro Valley Rowell Ranch Rodeo Parade. I'll be there tomorrow, midday. Stand by for the parade. We'll have a lot of fun, a lot of horses, and a lot of cleanup. Let's go to the Bay Bridge upper deck, see how things are moving there. Very smooth out of Oakland into San Francisco. Those metering lights were only on for about 2 hours this morning. Relatively light for that area. No big backups now. No metering lights and very smooth into the city. Tomorrow, the 12th, that's also a note for folks getting down the Embarcadero. Embarcadero south of the Bay Bridge will be closed from 4 to 10 p.m. because of the K-Fog Kaboom Fireworks Festival. Hopefully they can see that because of the fog in the area. Well, we just know that there's going to be a closure on Embarcadero. So use public transportation if you can to get to the area because it's going to be congested, and of course the Embarcadero being closed, no cars can drive through that area, so I guess there's no parking concerns if you can't get there.
I'll tell you though, tens of thousands of people gather down there.
Yeah,
it is crazy during that kaboom.
Crazy. Oh, and also Sunday is Mother's Day. Two mothers right here. Happy Mother's Day to both of you.
Thank you very much. We haven't forgotten. Don't forget.
Don't you forget.
And it's, always good, I have to just note, to know when Kaboom is going on. Being a San Francisco resident, I have to say, just the first time after September 11th, I was, you're just jumpy, to be honest. And I heard that and, was looking downtown terrified. So it's good to know.
I just always want to know when the CD's coming out.
Yeah, exactly.
Make a CD
But yeah, the fog is going to be a little bit of an issue for seeing that this weekend. We've got that marine layer back, and it is going to be in the way. You'll be able to hear everything like I did, but seeing it is going to be a bit of a different story. Hopefully we can just get a nice little clear pocket there for Kaboom as it goes on. But the marine layer made such a rush back in through the Golden Gate, a beautiful rush in, I might add, a couple of days ago through San Francisco. And now, as it tends to do a day or two after a marine push, it grows and it grows and it grows. And it's so high at this point that every morning it's climbing all the way deep into the inland valleys, all the way out to Fairfield and Livermore. You can see it's starting to brighten up ever so slowly over the hills in Marin County there, Mount Tam most noticeable on the horizon. Temperatures are slow to improve though. Santa Rosa, it's so chilly, it's just 48 degrees right now, whereas in Concord it's a little bit warmer because the sun has been able to come out in the last hour or two at 61, so starting to respond to that sunshine. Palo Alto, 59, it's 58 in San Jose, and 50. That's it in San Francisco, and we're going to have a hard time warming too much past that today. Big cool down underway. Here's a look at the reason why. We've got the marine layer in place, and each day we've looked at it, it's been stretching a little bit deeper into the interior here. You can see it stretching into San Pablo Bay, back down towards San Leandro, and as we pull out to the Pacific, you'll see that that marine layer means business. We are socked in all the way back down through Monterey Bay and into Santa Cruz, and then really importantly, we're going to check out Southern California because they need the marine layer and the onshore push and the higher humidities there, and you can see a touch of fog perhaps over Catalina Island, but a lot of this fog is staying about 50 miles offshore from Los Angeles and Santa Barbara. So it's there, and at least we've got the winds coming back in from over the Pacific to help those fire concerns, but it's going to be a long, hot, dry summer there after we got so little rain there this winter. Pollen count coming up this week in response to our little heat wave. Grass pollen went through the roof all of a sudden, so if you've had the itchy eyes and the runny nose in the last couple of days, chances are you're allergic to grass pollen because that's our new big pollen here on the count. 73 in LA, so again, that onshore flow, the moisture back in the air there, bringing the red flag warnings out of the picture, and it sounds like the fires both in the Hollywood Hills and around Catalina Island are getting under wraps because of that. Good news weather-wise after that scenario. 77 in Ukiah, and a pretty spring day up at Lake Tahoe, 68 degrees, a little coolish but nice. We'll see 68 as well all the way down here below in Campbell. 72 because the sun will be shining in Danville versus only 58 where the sun will be harder to come by in San Francisco. 73 and mainly clear eventually in Clear Lake, and 72 today in Yountville. Overnight, same story. The clouds grow and rush right back in such that we'll start out overcast again for Saturday morning. Tomorrow will be the coolest day in the stretch. We'll have trouble pulling the clouds back. We're going to have gusty winds, a pretty good sea breeze going tomorrow, so if you're out near the coastline, you'll definitely want that jacket. It will be cloudy and it will be breezy. Inland will manage to clear out, but highs just 60s and 70s, definitely running cool. Mother's Day on Sunday, it does get a little bit nicer, a little bit warmer for getting out and about with Mom. And then, of course, the best weather, the warmer weather, the brighter weather will be during the work week as things get underway for work and school. By Monday and Tuesday, the temperatures start to come up. But next weekend looks great. Morning fog, afternoon sun, and temperatures more in line with where they should be in mid to late May, anywhere from the 60s at the beaches to the low 80s inland next weekend. In the meantime, this one, have a happy Mother's Day, Diane.
All right, you too, Shannon.
This weekend, sneakerheads are going to gather in San Francisco to buy, sell, and trade sneakers.
So you ask, what exactly is a sneakerhead? We sent our own Bob Riddell to find out. Hello, Bob.
Oh, there you guys are. Check these out. Size 13, Airwalk, circa 1993 suede bowling shoes, huh?
Very nice.
Pretty cool.
Good.
All right, right here we have Andy, 9.5, Nike Get Monies. Ryan, size 12, Nike The Quakes. Nice shirt, by the way.
Thank you.
All right. Chanel, size 8, the Blazers. And of course, Dan with his 10.5 Soul Collectors. They're all sneakerheads. You've seen their sneakers, let's see their heads. Just so you know that they're real people. You guys go out and you collect and you try to find limited edition shoes, is that correct? And you'll kind of go out for anything.
Anything, anywhere, shoes are what we're looking for.
How long did you have to wait in line to get those?
Waited about 2 days.
You gotta be kidding me.
No.
For shoes?
For shoes.
Why are these so valuable to you?
I just love shoes.
Yeah?
It's a passion.
But they're so hard to find, they only, put out like 100?
Well, at the store here, I think they put out about 100, and then only 8 stores in the nation got them. So.
Wow, and those are the Quakes that commemorated the 1906 anniversary. And Dan, your shoes, the Soul Collectors, you said, how much did you pay for them?
I paid $150, I think.
And how much would you be able to sell them out on the street for?
I don't know, 600 maybe, if the right person wanted to buy them.
That's amazing. We brought out some of your guys' sneakers in the back. I mean, I'm just surprised. I didn't realize there was such a variation of range. This is the Easter sneaker for obvious reasons. Here's the hemp sneaker. That's obviously made of hemp. Why do you guys get into this so much? What's the fascination with shoes?
I've been doing it for a long time. It's just, it's always getting something that not everybody has.
And you wear them? It's not like buying
one.
a classic car that you keep in the garage.
No, every one of my shoes I wear.
And Chanel, do you have like a favorite shoe?
I would have to say my holy grail would be the Tiffany Dunk. That would be the teal and black ones here. It's a classic shoe. I like the alligator print for the back.
See, I've never seen that shoe. Now, is that something I could go to like a regular shoe store and get, or do you have to know where these things are coming out?
You have to really know in advance when things are going to drop, when shoes are going to be released at different stores, how many they're going to get, if they're going to get your size.
So this is like collecting Star Wars figures, that kind of thing?
Well, they're a little bit more expensive than I guess a Star Wars toy would be, but
All right,
definitely.
Yeah. All right. Now, you guys, the event is called Kicks in the City. It's being put on by the Art Institute of California, San Francisco, you guys. And tomorrow you guys will be kind of getting together after this fashion show event. And what will happen?
Well, actually, it'll be for the Boys and Girls Club tomorrow. It's going to be a fashion show for the first 30, 45 minutes, and then after that, it'll be a trade show. So there'll be vendors there with tables, and people can come, sell shoes, sell their clothing, things like that. And it's $5 at the door. You can bring in 2 pairs of shoes, and
is it like a lot of wheeling and dealing? Like, hey, the shoelace is a little frayed. I'm only going to give you, $300 for that.
It happens.
Does it really?
It does.
All right.
More stars on the bottom of the shoe, all of that.
Is there like one shoe you guys are trying to get besides the ones I'm wearing right now? These Airwalks, these lovely bowling shoes?
That's
whatever.
I'm sorry, what?
If anybody has Jedis, Bisons.
What do these look like?
Bisons are brown and red. Jedis have like neon green laces. So
all right,
these sneakerheads, is.
All right, Brent, Diane, do you guys see any here that are like your favorite? Hey guys, what's in this box? Whose is this, real quick?
I'm not sure.
We'll go ahead.
Oh, those are some nice ones.
Oh, wait a minute. I was looking for these. I need to mow the lawn. These are my lawn shoes.
Those are nasty.
These are nasty.
Oh,
Ooh,
man.
Bob. No, actually, they're pretty good. I keep them clean. By the way, this live shot was brought to you by Reebok.
Or Nike.
Hey, go to our website at NBC11.com if you want information on Kicks in the City, you guys. So.
Well, I'll put that one down. I want to see if it walks off on its own.
That profits the Boys and Girls Club of San Francisco.
See you guys.
All right.
I like the Holy Grail one there, that bright turquoise thing.
They had some interesting
That's cool.
ones that you don't see on the store shelves. A hefty dentist bill is a nightmare for many parents, but you're going to meet some people who spend big money on braces for their cat. That's right, kitty braces, when we come back.
Prius, at 60 miles per gallon city, it's the car more people said they'd buy again. And right now, you can get up to $2,000 in option package savings. But hurry, this great deal won't be around forever. So choose from a great selection of Priuses and take one for a test drive today.
Slow down, you move too fast. You gotta make the morning last. Just kicking it down the cobblestones, looking for fun and feeling groovy.
As always, allergy tested, 100% fragrance free. Clinique 3-Step. Why not wake up in great skin? Now you can. Get your free 1-week supply of Clinique custom 3-Step skincare with your consultation at Macy's.
NBC 11 and Metro PCS at the Berryessa Art and Wine Festival. Play our Dial or No Dial game show live. Visit NBC11.com.
At 1-800-DENTIST, we think taking care of your teeth is important. Not as important as breathing, but more important than, say, chrome wheels on your car or a high-def TV. Well, high-def looks pretty nice, but healthy, long-lasting teeth look pretty good, too. We also think it's important for you to find a dentist you're comfortable with. That's why we're here 24 hours a day with live operators to help match you with a dentist you'll want to go to for a long time. 1-800-DENTIST. We take every smile personally.
How you doing? Hello. How you doing? You save el moolah.
Save moolah. Sign up for Comcast Digital Voice for just $33 a month for 12 months. With unlimited local and long distance plus voicemail. Because the less money you pay, the more you get to keep for yourself. Just call 1-800-COMCAST today. Comcast Digital Voice. It's Comcastic.
All right, listen to this one. This cat has braces. You heard me right. There are the braces. Baxter was found on the side of a New Mexico road as a kitten beaten and badly injured. His broken jaw healed, but he could never chew properly because his teeth were not aligned right. So his new owners took him to a kitty orthodontist, if you will, to straighten out the problem. Baxter's braces should come off this summer, and in our research of kitty braces, we found out you have to brush the kitty's teeth every day if they have braces on, because that could get really nasty as well.
It's not just the money for the braces and all that, and then afterwards there's some aftercare.
Yes,
so
it never ends.
Thanks for joining us for the Bay Area Today at 10.
Tune in tonight at 5 and 6 for the latest Bay Area news. I'll be here this weekend, and then Brent and Laura will be back Monday morning. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.